Good morning, everyone. My name is Caroline Passmore, and I am the owner of CRP Specialists, Inc. And I just wanted to take a second and introduce myself. I provide bookkeeping services to the service-based industries as well as nonprofit industries. And I have been providing these services for the last 2.5 years or so. This is my second time doing this particular type of business. I actually had another business in the late 90s, early 2000s as well, but had to close it due to life circumstances. It happens. But this is my second shot, so I'm providing business services to, again, the service based industries and nonprofit industries. So what I wanted to talk to you guys about is why you're still not creating bigger profits, even though your bookkeeping is done. So I want to tell you about what your numbers are trying to tell you, and the three big reasons why you might not be creating any bigger profits in your company. So the first point I want to make is that you may not be paying attention to your daily cash balances. And now you may be shocked to know that many of the CEOs today do not actually look at their daily cash balances. And this is really important because it's easier to spend money when you don't look at the balance. And you may be more conservative in your spending and decide that you won't make the next investment until you have more cash on hand to do this, if you are more aware of your cash balances. So now, by seeing that cash balance, you may be likely to feel more pressure to get your production ramped up. So if you market more, being that I you do service-based industries, if you're a marketing company, you want to market more, obviously. And or you may want to provide more services or coaching sales, or whatever service it is that you provide. You want to sell more packages. If you have a sales team, you want them to sell more. You want to incentivize them to increase their sales. Whatever it is that you need to do, you want to increase those sales. Now, you may want to ask one of your team members to send you that daily sales cash balance, or that cash balance. So this could include the cash on hand and any customer payments that are in receipt that particular day. But you need to know that daily cash balance. It's very, very important. So this will lead me to the second point: having that finger on the pulse of those new sales and the sales metrics each week. It's very important that you know what your team is producing on a weekly basis in your new sales, to give you that ability to hold your team to a particular standard. Now, this also helps you to keep track of your sales trends. So say that first week of January, it's historically slow for you, and so it would not be a great idea for you to spend all your cash in December in an effort to lower that tax liability. So because by January you'll be taking out, a capital loan of some sort to make that payroll. Now, if you have a bookkeeper or accountant, or even if you have a bookkeeper or accountant that's doing your books, you would want them to generate some kind of a weekly sales KPI, which is a key performance indicator report. If you don't have a bookkeeper or accountant, then you can have one of your team members, if you have a team member, or yourself, whichever is the case, report for you on a weekly basis that particular KPI report. So pick a day, whatever the case may be, pick a day that's regular on a weekly basis, that works for you, and hold that particular team member or yourself accountable to get that report to you on a weekly basis. Now, it's not enough to have them generate that report if you don't take the time to actually analyze that report and hear what it says about your sales. Now, and how it's actually helping you to reach those particular goals, or whether you need to fix something fast in your particular company. Now, part three, that secret number three is looking for at the cost of labor more frequently. You need to really pay attention to those labor costs. So, is your team just running the payroll and paying subcontractors blindly? Companies like Starbucks, McDonald's, they really analyze their numbers on a regular basis. I mean, and I'm not kidding when I say that. So these chains actually look at their sales per labor cost ratio on the hour. Now, I don't expect you to do that, but taking a look at your labor costs compared to your brand new sales KPI reports, which you're going to be pulling on a weekly basis, can help you to see what's really going on in your business. Now, are your salaries and subcontractors working hard to ensure that you're making money regularly, or are they hardly working? So knowing exactly who's getting paid and having an expectation of what type of sales should be able to be generated because of that employee contractor sales, it's crucial to the cash flow of your business. Now, it's also possible that you're charging too little or bidding too low on projects. So that, are bidding too low on projects that your team is actually fulfilling for your clients. So this is what those particular reports are going to be helping you to find out when you pull those reports, and then you determine your cost of labor. So overall, it is really important that you find those numbers out, and that all of your items are being categorized in your bookkeeping software. That is a very important item as well. But if you don't use those numbers to make those decisions about your company's financial health, bookkeeping really isn't going to do much for you. Now, ask your team to get these reports for you and hold them accountable by doing so. Now, also holding yourself accountable by taking the time to read the story that your numbers are telling. So finally, again, never take your finger off the pulse of your cash flow. Now, if you do need support and you currently don't have a team to support you, if this is, feel free to reach out to us. We can see how we might be able to help you in this regard. Now, if you know of any business friends who may need this particular information, please feel free to share this video or tag them below. I would be delighted with that. But again, if you do need some support, we here at CRP Specialists, that is what we do. We can provide any bookkeeping needs. So I hope that you have found some value in this video, and that we'll be here to share more in coming weeks. So thank you for your time, and I hope you have a wonderful day.